Stay tuned for the end of the video for a special announcement. Hello guys, welcome back to another Blu-ray hunting video. Yes, I am on the road this morning. First starting off very early today, 20 to 7 in the morning, and I am going Blu-ray hunting at this time. Yes, James, why are you doing this early though? Well, today is record store day, and a day where exclusive records come out, and I'm going to a local record store before we go Blu-ray hunting. It opens at 9 AM. We're obviously going to get there a bit earlier. We're aiming to get there for 7 AM. Take a look at some of the pickups and new exclusive stuff that is going to be available. I'm pretty excited for it. I've got my eye on the Taylor Swift single, as well as potentially a full album in terms of Wicked. I'm a bit annoyed at myself because I wanted to get up at 5 AM. I think I set my alarm on my watch and stuff, and then I turned it off. And then all of a sudden I opened my eyes at 6:30. So I'm probably leaving my house an hour and a half later than I wanted to, because last year I got to Cardiff's record store at 7 AM and queued for hours and didn't get a single item. So hopefully this year's a bit better. If not, God, you need to just do overnight queuing for record store day if that's the case. But we'll see. Obviously it's going to be a smaller record store, so hopefully there's less people, and then hopefully that means then there's more chance of getting Taylor Swift's record, which is the main one that I want, and I think I've got the most competition to get, I suppose. Okay, 7:03 AM. I wonder what the queue is like. As I say, I probably wanted to get here for 6, so an hour later, it's not too bad, but it could be worse. And down there's the queue. Right, there we go. Just after 9:30, going back to the car. Let's talk record store day. Okay, yes, in the car then. Wear my glasses a bit more because I've been having headaches a lot recently. Anyways, what time is it now? 20 to 10. I'm back in the car and didn't get Wicked, the soundtrack, and didn't get Taylor Swift. As I say, the guy did say people who arrived at 5 AM, I heard, they arrived at they were third in the queue. So I wasn't planning on arriving at 5 AM, but I probably would have been there an hour earlier. And I don't think that would have made much of a difference, to be honest, because they said Taylor Swift went straight away. I think basically he was insinuating they only had like 5 or 6 copies and they went straight away. The first 2 people in the queue queued from 10 PM last night, and they were after Taylor. So yeah, a little bit of a shame there. Yeah, so Wicked though, I really did like the idea of getting the Wicked one, and he did say if I email them, then you know they might be able to order another one in for me and then reserve it because I've been in the queue. So fingers crossed for that. I'll keep you guys updated, of course, with that. But I did pick up one item, as I showed you, and I didn't plan on getting this one, to be honest. It was my third option. If I couldn't get anything today, I would have got this. And I went with Elton John live at the Rainbow Theatre with Ray Cooper. Pretty cool artwork. As I say, not too needing this one, but I do get my Elton John stuff. So this is on a black vinyl, record store day exclusive. They got the exclusive sticker, only £26 as well. You know, it's a single release, it's not too bad. First time on vinyl, and I like to get all the Elton John stuff. So this was my third option, because normally Elton John stuff for record store day, they come up quite often. So like I could get every used or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I've seen them quite a lot on Vinted and eBay and stuff. So it's not too hard to get these. So it was my third choice. Obviously today, if I had the choice to spend money, it would have been on Wicked probably, because it's more limited and all that. However, as I say, I'm glad to walk away with something at least. Right, so that is that. I was also given a cake on the way out. Somebody baked cakes, so we got a little chocolate muffin. Now we're going to start Blu-ray hunting. So if you've skipped all the record stuff, that's fine. That's why chapters exist. But today, oh my god, that is really good. That is good. Proper chunky chocolate as well. I have basically just come back to the car to film this clip. We're going to go back down. We're in Newport. And CEX is open now. It's just down the road. So we're going to go back down to the town. I came to renew the parking, of course, as well. Because I didn't know how long I was going to be queuing. Last year I was queuing till like 11 a.m. in Cardiff. It was ridiculous. But we're going to go Blu-ray hunting in CEX in Newport. We've got some charity shops down there as well to check out. So we're just going to do Newport today, obviously, because we're here. And all of that. So I'm going to eat my cake, basically my breakfast. I need to get something to pop it actually for breakfast. And then, yeah, I've got a busy day today. So, gotta be honest though, absolutely busting to go to the loo after that. And put this in this H&B bag. I'm not going to take this down there with me. I'm just going to put this in the car. But I do need to go to do a parcel for my other half. It's in every parcel, so it's just the Royal Mail. So yeah, let's go then down into Newport Town Centre and go to CEX in Newport. All right then, Newport CEX, let's take a look in here then. It's quite a mild day out today, to be honest. It's quite nice and warm, but not too chilly. First thing then, we're looking at these like the new arrivals, I suppose. We've got some anime there, some Digimon Adventure. We've got some It next to Lights Out there, and some Conjuring. Atomic Blonde for £2, as well as some boxes of Hellraiser 1, 2 and 3, the trilogy for £22. They had a couple of those in there. They've got 47 Ronin there. Down by here we've got some American Mary for £8 on Blu-ray. I'm just trying to go through some of the Blu-rays. They've got it all like higgledy-piggledy here. You've got some Walking Dead there for £18. It's just, everything's just mixed in with each other, as you can see. I've got some Poirot collection there for £8 on Blu-ray. Some Start Boy, as well as then some Jackass behind there, or the Strat Pack, sorry. I've got Wild Things down there, as well as Terminator and Justice League. Anyways, go back to the Blu-ray wall at the very back of the store. As you can see, they've got a 4K section now. It's starting to grow a little bit actually here. It used to just be 1 or 2 rows, but now it's gone to 3 or 4 rows. We've got the Crow here. This is the Steelbook for £38, just sat on the shelf as you do. But yeah, that is there. Looks a bit beaten up to the J card. We've got then some other titles here, quite a fair few. We've got some Grease there, down to £10 now. I would have bought that if I didn't buy that recently. 10 Commandments. We've got some Gladiator, Batman, Pacific Rim, £10. This is actually a American release that's actually here, which is a bit strange that they shouldn't be taking those. £22 for Heretic there. We've got some Seven there, £25. This looks like the Digipack version. We've got Independence Day there, Toy Story 4. Rango is £18. You don't see this that often. We've got some Willy Wonka, as well as then some Toy Story 2 and some Yesterday. So fair few 4Ks here. Box set wise, they've got some Mexico trilogy here, £45 for Arrow, as well as Back to Black. This was the, I guess, first edition with art cards and stuff from HMV rather, not Cineworld. But this is the collector's edition there of the Back to Black movie. Not a fan of that, I wasn't, to be honest. We've got Brotherhood of the Wolf. This is the 3-disc edition with 2 Blu-rays there for bonus features, as well as then the movie, of course, on 4K. We've got then Christmas Vacation. No slip on this one, but this is there for £8, and I think it's in a slim case. So yeah, that is there for £8. Good time to buy your Christmas films now. We've got plenty of Alien Romulus on Blu-ray. First one there being with a slipcover. I prefer the black slipcover, I think, than the red one that we get on the 4K. We've got the sequel to 300. This is 300 Rise of an Empire in 3D. This is a very good sequel, in my opinion. I actually really enjoy this film. It's there. A little bit of a guilty pleasure, I suppose. We've got a Steelbook for 10,000 BC on Blu-ray, as you can see. That is on the shelf there for £2. And then next to that, then we have 28 Days Later, which is £28, which is quite fitting, to be honest, isn't it? But yeah, there's a little bit of a sticker on the back there. But again, £28 for 28 Days Later on Blu-ray. We've got AC/DC. I filmed this before, I think. This has been there a while. We've also got then some The Apparition, American Pie, as well as After Earth for 50p with the Will Smith family, I suppose. Aliens in the Attic as well, £2. I remember this back in the day. I think I had the DVD in my collection. It's quite a fun, like, kids-ish movie, to be honest. But that's £2 on Blu-ray. And then seeing some Blade Trinity. So this is obviously the triple pack of the 3 movies for the... sorry, not Trinity. Trinity's the 3rd movie. Trilogy of movies. But yeah, Blade 1, Blade 2, and then, of course, Blade Trinity there, £18. We've got Crimson Peak. This is a Guillermo del Toro movie. £10 from Arrow. Looks like a standard Blu-ray version, but that is there on the shelf. We also then have some Curse 2. This looks like an 88 films release from 1999. Curse 2 The Bite. Really big box version this is, to be honest. Looks like a digipack. Then we've got another steelbook here. This is Die Hard with Vengeance on Blu-ray. I think this has been here a while as well. £8 with a really beaten up J card. We've got Godzilla there from 1998 there for £6. To be honest, I've got this on 4K and I need to give this a rewatch. I have watched this a good couple of times when I was a kid, but I haven't watched this for years now. We've got Frozen there, 3D version with a really nice looking slip. We've got some Legends of Tomorrow rather from DC, Ferrari, as well as some Formula 1, How It Was, looks like a documentary movie, as well as Fortitude Day, the first season. I've never seen this season. I wanted to. I'm assuming this is probably on like Sky Atlantic, as you can see this. It's probably on Now TV, so I might give that a watch at some point. That's there for £2.50. We've got then this Eastbound and Down season 2. Never heard of this series at all. Never heard of it at all. Don't even know anything about it, but that is pretty cool. Something you don't see that often. We've got some Walking Dead stuff there. So we've got some Fear the Walking Dead there for £2. We've got the 5th season there for £8. There's a fair few of the Fears here. That's the 2nd season for £5. So they gradually go up in price to, again, season 6 there being £18. We've got the Holdovers of 4K for £15. That's just stacked into the standard Blu-rays. Unfortunately, no slip on this one though. Then I'm seeing some Hundreds of Beavers, £15. Looks like a retro movie, but I think it's like a silent film. Slapstick, as you can see there, Slapstick Essentials. But yeah, that's there for £15 on a standard Blu-ray in a black case. Next we have some anime then. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Moving on. The Legend there with Jet Li. We've got Limitless, The Last Airbender, Logan, 2 copies, as well as some a Blu-ray copy there of the season 1 of The Last of Us. Currently watching season 1 on 4K, but if you want the Blu-ray, that is there for £20 with a slip box as well. We've got Lion King, a fair few collections of these. We've got a different one there for £2. We've got Lady and the Tramp there, another one of those Disney classic numbers on the side, number 15, and then again another one there for Lion King. We also have a BFI. This is On the Black Hill. I think I filmed this recently in Bridgend, so this was there, £8 there for the 1988 movie. We then got The Rover, Guy Pearce and Rob Pattinson. I thought this was the film with Zac Efron in there when he's like in the desert, but yeah. We've got Resident Evil there, the 4-pack, I suppose, the collection. I'm not sure if number 4 is the collection, because yeah. Ratatouille, we've got 2 copies of that there. We've also got some Rush as well as Rango for £2.50. Of course, I haven't seen it for £18 on 4K. Is a bit mad. We've got The Road, and then we've got Rush Hour 3 there for £2, and then we've also got Rush Hour 1 for £3. We really need Rush Hour 2 in the UK, don't we? We've got QT8. This is Quentin Tarantino, like a documentary, I guess, about his first 8 movies. Yeah, the first 8. That's there for £5. I thought we had a sealed copy of Spider-Man box set here, but it's sealed but opened for £10 there, so really minty. Sawaria there for £3. It looks a bit like, I want to say Bollywood movie, but that is on the shelf there for £3. On Blu-ray, of course. We've got the Story of Film. I actually own this, and I couldn't believe it was £20. I did not pay £20 for mine, but this is on the shelf now. It looks pretty rare, to be honest, but that is there, as I say, £20. Then we've got the Story of Film and Odyssey. This is like the follow-up, I think, box set, as you can see, for £3. So yeah, it carries on, and it's a bit of a series documentary kind of thing. Then we've got Willow, the steelbook there, £10 just on the shelf. This is the standard Blu-ray steelbook. Looks very retro in fairness, but pretty cool and pretty fitting. I like the look of this. Probably prefer that to the 4K re-release we've had, or release. We've got Wicked then on the shelf for £12. We've got some WWE stuff, and then I'm seeing a premium collection there for The Valley of Gwangi. This film really interests me, and I've seen this a few times now. This is there for £12 in the box. The CEX done then. Let's now go to the British Art Foundation. British Art Foundation then, really busy high street today in the centre of Newport. I'm seeing a few Blu-rays in here though. The first one is The Damned, Don't You Wish That You Were Dead. Pretty decent prices in here, 50p each, to be honest, which is quite cheap for a British Art Foundation. But that's the first time I'm seeing. I've never really seen this out and about, but it looks like a musical kind of thing based on that. Red case there for The Hunger Games. We're seeing Friends with Benefits. I'm also seeing The Love Actually, which actually sells for £4 in CEX. DVD wise, we've got some Simpsons movie there, some Pirates of the Caribbean, High School Musical, Big, Senna, Life of Pi, Zoolander number 2. This is a film I slept on. Next to that then we've got Mars Attacks, which I picked up recently. We've got then some Stardust, some American Pie, as well as Vacation there in a snap case. Moving over then we've got some Recess as well. School's Out, back in the day. Well, I didn't know there was a Bernardo's down here by the post office, so... Alright then, yes, into the Bernardo's then. First thing I'm doing is the kids section. We've got some Minions there, £1 and Blu-ray. Again, another one there, Escape Planet Earth, £1. We've got some Smurfs, £1 with a slip, Valiant on DVD, and Tintin. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And then on the wall then they have mix and match 5 for £1 CDs and DVDs, and there's the offer in. Okay, there's Bernardo's done. Now head back up to the main street. I think we've got Sense and one other, I think. I've also just done the post for my other half. Into Sense then, here we go. This has been quite good in the past for us, but I do have a disclaimer to make in a short while. We've got some box sets at the top there, seasons 1 to 6 of 24, some American Dad, some the Dark Knight trilogy, Garvin and Stacey there, Footloose. This one, I did a short on this. The disc is at the till, but it's not very clear, is it? £3 is still available. There's a selection there of the DVDs that they have here. Yeah, again, very common stuff. 4 Blu-rays though, Gravity there, £2 in here, so 50p in the other shop, but £2. Bloody ridiculous. Maid of Honor there, £2 as well. These ain't gonna go. Do you know what I mean? 50 Shades of Grey sealed there for £2, as well as then Quantum of Solace for £2. Over on the kids side though, they do have the Dark Knight Rises in the kids section. I mean, are these actually kids films? Right, back to the car then. Decent little stack of pickups from Newport Town Centre, to be honest. I'm really pleased with my bag there. Much better than record store day, of course. So what we'll do now, we'll head home and we'll get in the cinema room and I'll show you all of the pickups that I have made for today. Right, so home then from Blu-ray hunting, and I have a fair stack of things to get through. Of course, we went through, we did record store day, of course, Elton John. The first 5 or so minutes of this video was, of course, that. A shame not to get Wicked, and a shame not to get Taylor Swift's record. But I'm still hopeful that I'm going to look online and maybe see on Vinted. People are selling them, but they're not as expensive as I thought they would be. So maybe next week I'll have an update on that and we might have one. But Wicked, on the other hand, is ridiculous. Like, they're selling on there for like £400-300. It's just mad. But I did get Elton John's one here, of course, live from the Rainbow Theatre with Ray Cooper. Yet to give this a listen, but of course we will, of course, listen to this. So that's that. That was there. Record store day as a whole, though, if I want to get anything really, really valuable like next year, basically need to like queue overnight or go very, very early in the morning. Like, you're talking 2 a.m. really to, you know, to get something of value if you want it. We got pickups and stuff, but before we do that, I have a very special box shirt. I've been sent a movie and a collector's edition, I think it is, from a company that I've got a review and all that. So we're going to do this now. So this part of the video has been entirely gifted by the company. And the pack I have is Slam Dunk with a nice media booklet, I think it is. It's like a booklet for us reviewers to have information there on hand, I think it was. So we've got the package here, Slam Dunk, in a really sturdy box. This is from alltheanime.com down there, as you can see. And yeah, really sturdy box. And then just inside then we've also got this little booklet, which again, as I say, I can't show this, but it's basically just all the characters. It's basically a companion guide for us reviewers to refer to. So it says here, Slam Dunk is a manga series created by Takiko Inu and serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump. From issue 42 in 1990 to the release in 1996, the story portrays the personal growth of a high school basketball players in a way that transcended language and borders. The series has had a significant impact. Over 120 million copies of manga have been sold in Japan alone, inspiring many young girls and boys to start basketball themselves. 26 years after the end of that series, the original creator himself has taken the director's chair for the first time in his career to write and direct the first Slam Dunk, a completely new Slam Dunk that no one has ever seen before he has been born. So there you go, based on a series then in Japan, and you know, now they've decided to make a movie on it, but a really good quality booklet as well. And everything. Got a bit of conceptual design there as well, of like how they actually animated and designed the characters. Pretty cool. So that is that. Now then, we've got the 4K collector's edition set itself. There is a link down below. If you want to pick up this, you can buy it, of course. It is linked down below. If you use the link down below, it supports me, it supports the channel and all of that. So yeah, be sure to purchase down there if that's how you choose. A little bit of a personal bit of acceptance for me. Obviously, the last 3 months, you know, getting recognized by companies and obviously being sent things is pretty cool, isn't it? You know, so this is a real like milestone moment for the channel and myself, to be honest, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys, so I really do thank everybody. Right, so opening up the back package, then we've got the box and we've got this loose bit of paper here which basically has all the tech specs and everything there. As you can see, the first slam dunk, we've got the tech in the middle, and then we've got then all the screenshots there and the tech specs. The audio is in English on this one, so there is a Japanese track, of course, but I am assuming there's been some dubbing on there as well. Of course, you've got some subtitles as well as then a runtime of 124 minutes. We've got then bonus stuff of what's in the box, but we'll get into that in a second. So firstly, we'll look around the box. We've got this, you know, intro here, a bit minimal, but I quite like it in terms of slam dunk. Across there, we've got then this embossed title. As you can see, it does stick out, same on the spine, and then we've got one on the top as well, which is not debossed or anything. We've got collector's edition, and we've got the A logo, so I guess if people store them like that, you can stack them, which is pretty cool. On the bottom though, we've got 4K, a Blu-ray, and then some information, and then some logos. So inside the packet then, we'll get all this out. Box itself, really sturdy, probably a bit sturdier than an Arrow collector's box. Probably a bit more sturdy. So we've got some other bits inside as this is a collector's edition. So we've got some stickers there of all the different cast members. We've got a poster, pretty cool. Gotta be honest though, as sports films go, this does look pretty good. The animation looks really good. I would highly recommend you watch the trailer. Look at that, poster's really good. Looks like an A3 poster. So that is that. We've got a little art card there. So I'm number 709 of 1000. So that is the card. Limited edition set. There's only 1,000 of these made, so it's pretty limited, these sets. And then we've got a booklet then, a 36-page booklet, which has a lot of stuff in there actually. As you can see, got some conceptual art there, posters, theatre experience around the world. It's not just about the movie, I think it's also about the actual series of slam dunk as well, before obviously they've created this movie. Again, it shows the entire journey. They've got the years down there, so 2022, 2023, and it just continues. It just got different years, so I guess it's kind of a bit of a flashback. So even in 2021, where they started, what they wanted to do in terms of this prequel film or whatever to the series, and getting it started and kicked off. So that's really nice actually, in terms of having a little booklet about the history. Then we've got 2 copies of the film. They come in 2 separate cases. So we've got a Blu-ray, of course, which inside then we have 1 disc, which is a basketball disc, which is pretty cool. Nice printing on there. There's the cover art there, same as the back, to be honest, but I guess the tech specs can be slightly different. Yeah, you've got the 1080p image there. It doesn't say anything about Dolby Atmos. We just got Dolby Digital. We got Dolby True HD actually, so yeah, slightly a little bit better. And then on the 4K then, as you can see, it looks really good in the 4K. I think you can get this in a standard 4K, so link down below is the collector's edition, as well as of course just a standard 4K if that's what you're after. We get another basketball there, but a slightly different variation on the ball, which may make sense if you watch the series or the film. I've never seen the film, well, I will be, so yeah. And then of course then there's the front and back there. Again, this looks much better in a black case. If you do decide to just buy the Blu-ray on its own, you're probably better off putting it in a black case, of course. And then on the bottom then, you've got the only difference on here really is the 3840p there for the 4K, of course, as well as a Dolby Atmos track. So that's pretty good. I'm looking forward to watching this film now. I love a Dolby Atmos track, me. But yes, that's the first slam dunk. So I guess the first slam dunk means the first time they did a slam dunk before the series. So yeah. And that is the entire collector's set. You get all these little bits with it, as well as the 2 movies, and of course this cool box then. So if you guys are interested, I say this has been totally gifted to me and given to me for free for the purpose of bringing this information to you guys. Of course, link down below. If you buy it, the link's down below. Then it really does help me and the channel out, and of course you guys get the film, and everyone wins. So that is pretty cool. As I say, a really good personal growth thing for the channel, for me, to get something in for free like that, but also of course you know, to get a film. Like, I really would want to watch this anyways. It's not something that like I would not be interested in giving a go, because yeah, it looks really cool, looks really modern in terms of its animation, looks very, yeah, just very good. So there is the first slam dunk. Right, so back then now, we've got I got a lot to show you in this like end of this video's Blu-ray hunt and stuff, because a lot has happened over the last week. We've got the pickups from CEX, which we'll get into, but I've got these 2 little things here to show you, which I picked up and I've got from McDonald's. Minecraft movie. Now, McDonald's have been doing this Minecraft adult meal, and it basically comes with a little toy. And I've opened them, and they're pretty cool, and I wanted to show them on the video because some of these are pretty rare. They honestly do sell upwards of, you know, 30 quid on eBay, some of them. I might have the one that's rare. So the first one I have, so inside the box, you open it up, you get a little card, which this one is Zombie Hamburglar. It's pretty cool. On the back then it does give you a code and stuff, so I'm not sure what that is. I need to look into that, but I'm not going to show the code. It might be related to the game. But then inside, it's wrapped in a little paper. Then I've got my little Zombie Burger Man. That's so cool. Like, obviously it came for free. I had to buy the adult. I basically had a Big Mac meal. My missus had the other one, and we had a toy each. So yeah, she's like, you can keep them in your room. So yeah, that was that one, Zombie Burger Man. And then this one is, if I get into this one, open this one up. This is the one, guys, that is worth a ton of money. I got the Grimace egg. On the bottom there, little M logo. Obviously, very, very, like, some kids are probably watching this thinking, what the hell, that's so cool. Yeah, there is, the Grimace egg. Really cool cards, and, you know, something McDonald's should do more of with films, like, to build hype. Like, as an adult, I decided to pay a little bit extra just to get these toys, you know, because the whole fandom or whatever is just going mad with this film. So these two are going to go over there on my little, like, shelfie thing. But I'm really pleased to actually get the Grimace egg, mainly because this one alone, this purple thing, this is selling for like 25, 30 quid on eBay right now. So yeah, really pleased to get these. And part of me wants to collect them all now and go and get another one of those meals and get another one to put them next to each other. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that on the Blu-ray hunt because I thought that was pretty cool. And they also came in these really cool, like, McDonald's Minecraft boxes. So you can see there, it looks like a McDonald's bin thing, doesn't it? But also Minecraft as well. So really cool, really pleased with that. So yeah, we have got a special announcement to make at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, as I teased at the beginning. But we have a bag from CEX. God, this clip is 12 minutes long and I haven't even got to the pickup yet. It's been one of them weeks. It's been, this Blu-ray hunting video is just everything but Blu-ray hunting, really. But apologies, we have got there. Right, so we've got some pickups then. We had 5 pickups from CEX in Newport. Pretty good week, to be honest. You know, sometimes Newport doesn't come in that good. Like, Cumbra's been great, but then hasn't been good for the last couple of years. But Newport, over the last couple of months, has been really good to us. I did pick up some common titles, though, some things that I just want in my Blu-ray collection. It's just something over in that Blu-ray area that, you know, I don't have much titles, and I don't really have much of me in that thing. And I think the next couple of weeks I really want to start buying some, and I have done previously if you've been watching, but I want to start buying some of, like, the cheaper titles, you know, your 50 pences, your pounds, common titles, but things that you just want in your collection, and that's what I'm missing, to be honest. So we'll go from lowest to highest as we always do, and we will start at 50 pence. We picked up 2 things at 50 pence, and the first one I picked up After Earth, stars Will and Jaden Smith, obviously a father-son duo, M. Night Shyamalan movie, and this is an interesting one really for me, because I remember seeing this in the cinema and thinking it was okay. So I thought, for 50p, I'll give this another shot and give it a go, because I do like my space films. I like M. Night, I like Will Smith, so all the stars kind of aligned. But when I saw this in the cinema, in 2013, you're talking 12 years ago now, I've never seen it since. So I thought, I'm going to grab it, give it another shot, and we'll go from there. So that is After Earth, of course. Some good CGI in there as well. I was reminded when I watched a Corridor Crew episode lately, I can't remember if it was this week or last week or recently, but I watched one of the Corridor Crew videos, which if you haven't seen them on YouTube, highly recommend Corridor Crew. They did a reaction to some of the VFX, and it's like, oh, this looks pretty good. Yeah, I want to give this another shot. So I saw it there. They had a few copies, so I thought I'll grab one, whichever one had the best case. And this is the one I settled on. So 50 pence for After Earth. The next 50 pence pickup then is, well, it's a series based on this as well now, and I want to see the series. But again, I don't have much comedies in my collection. Ted, of course, you know, again, a really cheap title. But I like Ted, the film Ted. It's just got a lot of nostalgia there for me. When did this come out? 2012. You know, Mark Wahlberg, Mia Kunis, of course, and Seth MacFarlane. And yeah, just a good fun film, 50 pence. And then in tandem with that, then I also picked up Ted 2, which was a lot more expensive, really, considering. But I just figured, you know what, I'm going to grab it. And to be honest, I'm not going to have the slip for it. I'm just going to have it slipless so that the two can sit next to each other like this. So Ted 2 there for $2.50, and then we got Ted 1 for 50 pence. So they can sit on the shelf next to each other like that. The slip cover, I don't really bothered about that because it's, as I say, just a small thing. But Ted 1, Ted 2, yeah, good laugh. And I want to watch the series, the Ted series as well. So I'll give these a rewatch, reinvigorate my my thoughts for Ted. And I wonder how some of the jokes hold up from, what was it? Ted 2 came out in 2015. This was 2012. So I wonder how the jokes hold up 10 to 13 years after. So yeah, those were those two. Again, common titles, but just one of them on the shelf. And then the final one then I picked up was a Disney film, and it's one of my favourite of the remakes, really. I mean, you can call this a remake, but you can't at the same time. This is Christopher Robin, stars Ewan McGregor. We've got all the characters there from Winnie the Pooh. Really good animation. It's just a really nice story. It's about Christopher Robin, who's basically grown up now, and he's basically Ewan McGregor. As an adult, of course, he has children, but you know, the animals and stuff from the 100 Acre Woods, they find him again and all of that, and he gets taken on another journey. I remember this being really good film, to be honest, so I wanted it on my shelf when I saw it for $1.50. And to be honest, if I ever see a steelbook out there of it, I probably would pick it up, because I've got the Saving Mr. Banks steelbook, so I picked that up pretty cheap. So if I can pick that another steelbook up for this, then I probably would. So yeah, so that's the common titles, really. Those they're all quite commonish, relatively cheap, but just I want to give them another shot in terms of some of them for different reasons. So that's why I picked up those 4. And then the next one then is a 4K, which you guys know with 4K, I don't sell 4Ks, I just buy them and they just stay on the shelf, even if they're not so very good films. Yes, this is one I need to clean up, actually. Yeah, I still haven't seen Doolittle, by the way, but yeah, I've got a lot on here, and you might think some of them in the background like, James, why have you got like some of those films? But this one, though, I think is a little bit better than some of these. From 2018, it won the Best Picture Award, and it's always been on my list of something I wanted to see and I never saw. The Shape of Water. Guillermo del Toro won the he won the Oscar, obviously, for the Best Picture. It came with a slip for 10 quid. So not bad, but this slip is one of those like old school ones in terms of like, it's just all one texture. It's hard to think, but yeah, it came with a slip cover, so I was sold on that. And then, of course, the stickers come off really good as well. Yes, so it came with the slip cover, and then of course then we got the 4K inside. So in here we have 2 discs, a Blu-ray and a 4K, both silver discs. But I've always wanted to see this film. You know, won the Oscar, of course. Don't know anything of what it's about. It's got one of those titles, artwork. It just really interests me, and I don't like reading too much about films because I don't want to. I kind of want to watch it and then make my own mind up. I'm assuming it's like a fantasy kind of story, I suppose, you know, because this guy looks a bit like a merman or some sort of like bit like Harry Potter, isn't he? Do you know what I mean, when he grows the gills and stuff? But you know, I'm assuming it's going to be fantasy based. But again, I really like the look of the poster and stuff, and it's just a film I wanted to see. So for a tenner, it was a must. I had to grab. So that is all the pickups for today. Then Shape of Water, Christopher Robin. Then we had Ted 1 as well as Ted 2, of course. And then finally then After Earth coming in. And of course we got gifted here the first Slam Dunk on 4K. So I think this week's been not bad, to be honest. Yeah, really good pickups for this week's Blu-ray hunting video. Not to mention then as well, we've also got the record from Record Store Day. So next week I'll let you guys know how I get on in terms of maybe getting more records in and all of that. But as I say, not bad pickups for the collection and all of that this week. Right, it is that time then. It is that time to do my special announcement. And to be honest, I have been sat on this bit of news for the last, well, couple of weeks, to be honest. Oh, months even it's getting to. But very, you know, special. You know, this YouTube channel is very special to me. And, you know, I want to share this news with you guys as soon as possible. So at the point of this going up Monday, on Sunday, I shared with my personal social network, I suppose, of friends online that I am going to be a dad. I am having a baby at the end of the year. So it's a very exciting time in the household. Here I'm having a baby. So yeah, you guys know the journey I've been on in terms of with the channel, with myself on the channel, of course, not uploading for ages, going through a lot of difficult stuff in my past. And to now be where I am now, YouTube going amazing, getting gifted items, you know, everything, the views are just amazing. And then to top it off then 2025, I'm now expecting a little boy or girl. Yeah, so it's a very, very exciting time, and it doesn't feel real still at the moment. It still doesn't feel real. I talked to close friends obviously about it, and you know, I've got a lot of like nerves going into it. You don't know what to expect, you know, being a dad. Like, am I even going to be a good dad? People say, yeah, you will be, but am I? Will I know what to do? So yeah, a lot of things happening there, but either way, I'm really, you know, I'm falling in love with an image is difficult, but it's true. It does happen. You look at it, you're just like, this is a part of me, but at the same time, it doesn't feel real. And I know, for instance, me doing this announcement in this video, you guys have supported me through everything. So I know the comments down below are going to be amazing in that sense. And for that, I would like to mark this momentous occasion with, of course, a little plug. Let's just get this video to as many likes as possible. Like, let's go over 200 likes. You guys always do 100 likes minimum on a Blu-ray hunt over the last couple of weeks. I think you guys can smash it past 200, to be honest. But let's set a target. 200 likes. Let's get it there for, of course, the little one on the way. Hopefully in the future, you never know, 10 years from now, I could be doing YouTube videos and it could be like me as a father introducing films to my son or daughter. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen, and that's the exciting part about it. Like, do you mean this community is just growing, and I want this to be part of me. This whole YouTube's part of me, and the child's going to be part of me, so they're going to come hand in hand. Like, the first time taking my like son or daughter to the cinema, do you know what I mean? It's going to be like such an experience. I'm definitely going to film it and share it for you guys. So really exciting times, looking forward to it, want to see what's going to happen obviously in the future. But that is my announcement there, that I have on the way, a little bundle of joy. So yeah, there it is. There is today's Blu-ray hunt. What a Blu-ray hunting video that is. I have filmed this clip now 22 minutes at the end of this video. Obviously I'm going to edit it down, but thank you so much for all the support. I know in advance you guys are going to comment like crazy down below. So yeah, all those messages I'll look at, I'll heart every one of them, and you guys will just be the best. I just know it. So yeah, awesome stuff. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Of course, nothing's changing. I'm still going to be around as much, you know, obviously towards the end of the year, might be a little bit busier, but for the most part, I'm going to be around as normal for the next couple of months anyways, and we will be on to the many shenanigans and stuff with Blu-ray hunting and, you know, watching films and all of that. It's a very exciting time, and I'm looking forward to it. So as I say, thanks for watching, guys. On the screen there is a QR code. If you like this video at any point, please do scan that QR code if you're watching me on your big telly, because a lot of people do that now. Scan the QR code, get it on your phone, and you can just press subscribe there, and then it's very easy. Or just get your remote and just flick up, subscribe. Simple. And of course, guys, we've got to hit that 200 like mark, so let's get that sorted. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.